Right.
Either a bank account operation by the receiver.
I am appearing for one of the parties.
The affiliate coded offense, the receiver filed the review. The review is also dismissed with cause, but there are serious observations made from paragraph 5 in the order of the review. Paragraph 6.
Dismissed with cause.
But the receivers remaining in operation
Under
doesn't to be
40 we got act only in terms of
six onwards. This serious observations made against this.
yes.
So my prayer mallet is these are the application wedding mallet. We have also sought the discharge of the receiver. This receiver remaining in operation doesn't deserve as a
mention after the vacation we'll list the matter.
The problem is mallet, the entire operation of the trust is in limbo mallet.
After the vacation.
Let the matter appear mallet any day.
After the vacation you mentioned it is. Huh? No, you mentioned after the vacation. Sir, after the vacation, I tell you, after the vacation, I will be in Andaman. Thereafter, come back and list the matter. After 23rd, you mentioned.
For judgment, original side, item number 1.
Lordship takes up the original side, Lordship, the 2 PM fixed matter, which is the appellate side matter. It's only for filing of notes of argument.
And deliver this judgment, after that I will take.
So this is only.
The application being G17 of 2024 is allowed. The petitioner plaintiff is directed to disclose the list of additional documents mentioned in paragraph number 4 of the application. Petitioner plaintiff is permitted to recall its witness on account of proving the additional documents mentioned in para 4. Petitioner plaintiff is directed to give inspection and copies of the list of documents mentioned in para 4 above to defend number 4 within 5 working days from the date of passing of this order. Disposed of. No, means to dispose of. Sabki te aaj evidence hai. এটাকে চেম্বারে পাঠিয়ে দিন। দাঁড়াও এবার কোনটা উনি বলছে আইটেম নাম্বার 1 কোনটা বলছে গ্রুপ 1 এ অ্যাপলেট সাইট
Item number 1.
I am for the
Market committee was given second to me.
In this matter, what happened, my lord? The petitioner is running a vegetable hut with license of the Panchayat Samiti and Regulated Market Committee. The provision of the Panchayat Administration Rules 2008, no one shall be permitted to run a hut without license of the Panchayat Samiti in the area of the local Panchayat Samiti. Accordingly, the petitioner lodged complaint against the respondent number 8, who is running hut without license of the Panchayat Samiti. But the authority concerned took no steps. Thereafter, the petitioner sent a legal notice to the respondent authority. Also, the respondent authority sat tight over the matter and took no steps. Finding no other alternative, the petitioner filed this petition And initially, this Honorable Court directed the respondent authority to file a report whether he is running a hut, respondent number 8 is running a hut with license of the Panchayat Committee or not. And ultimately, the state respondent filed the report wherefrom it appears that without any license, the respondent number 8 is running a hut. And I am praying for a stoppage of the said hut because he has no license of the Panchayat Committee. My lord, kindly come to para 8. I have quoted the rule of my writ petition. License is issued under section 117 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act that I have stated in paragraph 7 of my writ petition. That is at page 6.
Yes.
And then para 8. May I read, my lord? Your petitioner states that Rule 3M of the West Bengal Panchayat Committee Administration Rules clearly prescribe that no hut or market without any license, no hut or market run without any license of Panchayat Committee in its area. Therefore, unless and until if any person gets license of the Panchayat Committee, he has no right to hold hut without license of the Panchayat Committee.
Okay. Yes. Report is with you. Yes. Yes. No provisional certificate.
Panchayat Samiti Administration Rule 2008. 1 and 51. Power to grant license of hut runner dealt with Panchayat Samiti. No such license has been issued in favor of the private respondent, that is Sabikamal Mondol, by current court to Panchayat Samiti. The light of above, no such provisional certificate of registration for running trade has been issued by the Pradhan of Rahamatpur Gram Panchayat in favor of Sabikamal Mondol. Now, Lordship, kindly come page 3, para 3. Pradhan, that as per Rule 58.2 of the West Bengal Panchayat Gram Panchayat Administration Rules 2004, no provisional certificate of registration for running trade has been issued in favor of Sabikamal Mondol by the undersigned, that is the Pradhan of Rahamatpur Gram Panchayat. Lordship, Annexure P2, page 5, Lordship. There is the signature of the Pradhan, Lordship. He did not issue any certificate for running trade to for a private respondent, that is Sabikamal Mondol. This is my report, Lordship.
No. Yes.
For the Nodia Regulated Market Committee, this Agricultural Produce Act 1972 is guided in this factor, not the Panchayat Act. Lordship, firstly, my preliminary objection, writ petition is not maintainable. Because pure question of law, your Lordship kindly go through the writ petition paragraph 3. Got it, my lord? Your petitioner state that they formed an association by a group of individuals established a vegetable hut in Mahishbatan, Post Office, Rahmatpur, District, Nodia, and to run said vegetable hut with a valid license. My lord, according to the law, my lord, unregistered association has no right to move any writ petition before this court. That is well established principle of law. My lord, I am just handing, my lord, the judgment of this honorable court, my lord. Therefore, Lordship, I am entering the merits of the case. Hey, that not after judgment, chilo.
time of admission of the writ petition,
Lordship, kindly,
not raised any question of maintainability. How at that?
anytime I can, anytime I can, because read petition is not maintainable. So that is settled by the law at any point of time.
I have no right to challenge the same. Wonderful submission. made by
Law,
my
ballot,
brother.
he can challenge every time.
Nobody challenged my license. That this was done.
That will, I'm entering into the merits of the case subsequently.
Who is not registered or unregistered.
I'm producing everything. I'll you wait.
Regular complaint hearing. Yes.
That's the judgment, my lord. 89 volume 1 session. Lordship, kindly straightway come to the paragraph 20.
Oh,
Paragraph 20, my lord. Unincorporated association are not legal persons, and as such, writ petition are not maintainable. An association could be formed to protect the interest of consumers, tenants, and other groups with the common interest, but such group cannot move writ petition application. No aspect of the representative law has been changing more rapidly than the law governing standing, and the standing barrier has been substantially lowered in recent years. But on the basis of the law relating to the standing, as in England or in America, as also in India, it can be held without any difficulty that the writ petition at the instance of an association is not maintainable, where the association itself is not affected by any order. The members of such association may be affected by common order and may be a common grievance. But for the purpose of enforcing the right of the members, writ petition at the instance of the association is not maintainable. The door of the writ court could be made open at the instance of persons or authorities under the aforesaid 4 categories, and to hold the every Tom and hold that the every Tom, Dick, and Harry can move the writ application would render the standing requirement meaningless. That would introduce a procedure which is not judicially recognized. So here the unregistered association. Section 5. Got it, not? A market committee shall be a body corporate by such name as the state government may specify, shall have the subject to the provision of subsection 4 of section 3, perpetual succession and a common seal, and may sue and be sued in its own name, shall acquire, hold, and dispose of the property, both movable and immovable, entered into the contracts, and do all such things as may be from time to time.
But under this West Bengal Agriculture Produce Marketing Regulation Act, there is no provision for grant of license.
Yes, license.
Which one?
Section 13. Section 13. Under that act, the license has been granted to the respondent number 8.
You are respondent number 8.
Yes, yes. Under this provision of law, and not only that, my lord, kindly see the annex schedule of this. This is the exclusive domain. No other authority have that domain.
Where is that copy of that license?
I have annexed that. That is at page 16. Page 16, annexure P2.
And all customers. This is.
No, we are.
It is.
Hmm.
And also, well, respondent number 8 take a permission and license from the panchayat also. That is the copy. Up to 25.
License of from the concept of very clear. That
Up to 2025, my lord.
the market committee has no
This has been issued by
Issued by Rahmatpur Panchayat to
License. License under the panchayat, and the regulated market give me the license for the scheduled product. Kindly see the statute, madam. The scheduled one. Because why this provision of law came in the 19, I will explain after my letter. I will explain the legislative intention, why 1972 Act as well as why 1973 Act. Because 1973 under section 117, Panchayat Samiti empowered to gather the license fee from the heart, and that is not enclosed within the domain of the regulated market.
No,
Because
so we have to
regulated
take
market is the exclusive act for the scheduled product. Kindly see the schedule of this act. What is the scheduled product? And no other authority have that exclusive domain. Schedule B, Schedule 12, cereal, pulse, oilseed, oil, fruits. That's all are scheduled products, vegetables, fiber, animal husbandry products. So these all are scheduled products, and this scheduled product, this act has the exclusive domain to give the license. And after taking this license, I can take a trade license from the panchayat. And the what is the 117 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act? My lord, that came to regulate the market throughout the state. That for that legislative intention, this statute is there. Thereafter, in the year 1973, new Panchayat Act came into the domain. Why? Because of that, to create a local authority. There in our state, there are 3-tier local authorities. One is Gram Panchayat, another one is Panchayat Samiti, and another one is Jila Parishad. Everyone have that authority. And why this 117? What is the legislative intention to include 117? Kindly see the language of the 117. Kindly see the language. They read the 117 of West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973.
yes.
I just read. Power of Panchayat Samiti to grant license for hart or market. A Panchayat Samiti may require the owner or the lessee of a hart or market, or an owner or lessee of land intending to establish a hart or market thereof, to obtain a license in this behalf from the Panchayat Samiti on such terms and conditions as may be prescribed, and subject to the provision of section 133 on payment of a fees for such license. This is an enabling provision to gather the fees to run that institute.
So you are running as a owner or a lessee in the land?
Suppose there is a piece of land, the owner or lessee wants to set up a hut. They, in that occasion, the Panchayat Samiti may give the license by giving the requisite licensing fees. And that is not within the domain of the regulated act, because regulated is not repealed by this act. This act is conjointly with the regulated act. And they
You
could
are
be
you are the owner or the lessee in the land?
like the owner.
You are the owner. Oh,
That's why I got the license from the respondent
file
number
it.
7.
Ashin,
No,
Ashin, Ashin.
My lord,
Let him come again.
if your lordship,
कोई हो.
my
चलो.
lordship kindly,
Affidavit filed.
My lord,
my lord,
Ashin.
my
Lord
lord,
Advocate, affidavit of service filed on behalf of. No, it is a report filed by the state is taken on record. Mr. So and so, an advocate for the petitioner submits that respond number 8 has been running the heart without any license.
for passing.
Wait, without any license. I am not disposing of this application. Sure, we're going to after vacation.
Interim order, because if
No,
regulated.
no interim order. The
I am
state,
taking a judgment.
London advocate for the state submits that the as per report of the Pradhan, no such license has been issued in favor of respond number 8. As per provisions of Rule 58(2) of the West Bengal Panchayat within bracket Gram Panchayat Administration bracket close rules 2004. Learned advocate representing the Jila Parishad respond number 5 submits that the regulation of the market is guided by the West Bengal Agriculture Produce Marketing within bracket Regulation Act 1972, and as per section 13 of the said act, the license is to be obtained in respect of the schedule provided under the act. He also indicates that the present writ petition is not maintainable. Present writ petition is not maintainable since the petitioner admits in para 3 of the writ petition that it has formed an association by a group of individuals which is not registered. Relying on the decision of Honorable Supreme Court, High Court, passed in CH কত দেখো?
report is in 1982.
1989, Volume 1, CHN, page 474. Sand Carriers Owners Union and others versus Board of Trustees. He submits that the present writ petition is not maintainable at the instance of the petitioners. Mr. So-and-so, learned advocate for respond number 8 submits that the respond number 8 has procured license from the, this is license issued by Form 11, right? This one?
This Panchayat.
Panchayat.
And the
Right-hand side, top, my lord.
page 16 is my
Left hand,
Form 11 is issued by whom?
left hand south, right, my lord.
Has been
Rama put-
issued by the
by the
Panchayat, local Gram Panchayat, for running the trade of vegetable retail and wholesale. He also indicates that license has also been issued under the West Bengal Agricultural Produce that Act. License has been issued.
Yes.
License has also been issued under the West Bengal,
Next with the resolution, page number 16.
page number 16.
In favor of respondent number 8.
In view of the submissions as ever,
Lord, before that, I am
respond number
writing one
5
judgment.
and respond number not now. Respond number 5 and respond number 8 are directed to file affidavit in opposition to the writ petition. Advance copy of such affidavit in opposition be served upon the learned advocate for the petitioner. List this matter 2 weeks ago or 1 week, 3 weeks. List this matter 1 week after the reopening. Yeah.
Lord, I am writing one judgment.
We don't have
2 weeks. After the vacation, 1 week for filing reply. After 3 weeks, this will appear after the vacation.
On the self same issue,
Huh.
Panchayat Samiti filed a writ petition.
Next.
Whether regulated,
Yes.
whether regulated market has a right or not to set up a hard
Next.
market. You are planning to do that.
Next, we will decide the entire aspect. Yes.
Because they have no right.
Okay.
Only the Panchayat Samiti is.
Let them file the affidavit in opposition. Will decide on the issue.
Not but
Whether that act will prevail or this will
he
be
is running a
next.
since long and I am sorry. On the self same day.
চলো
Without
নেক্সট ডাকো ডাকো ফর দি রাইট ওটা এর সাথে দেবে অ্যাফিডেভিট ইন অপোজিশনের সাথে দেবে লাইসেন্সটা
Affidavit in opposition.
Item number 34.
For filing of our notes, we should be able to
who is for the respondent এটা দিয়ে দিন তো এটা এত কিছু দিতে হবে না ওনারটা দাও কি ফাইল করছে দেখো টু অ্যান্ড থ্রি ওরে বাবা submissions on behalf of the petitioner. Okay. Written notes of argument filed on behalf of the petitioner as well as respondent number 2 and 3 is taken on record. Taken on record. Hearing is concluded. Judgment reserved and made CAV. Who is for two? Oh, you are there. Whatever. Next.
করছি ঠিক item number 35 application দাদা কাল থেকে উল্টো পাল্টা নিয়ে চলে গেল কেন ওটা একটা
None appears on behalf of the petitioner. For ends of justice, the matter is adjourned. This matter 2 weeks after the ensuing hearing. Clear?
এটা কি
None appears for ends of justice. নিয়ে নিন বলে দেব 2 weeks after.
item number 36
You have given a notice. Notice given, Mr. Mitro?
and I have तेईस तारीख की 23 जून
Koron. Now, what happened to Mr. Koron? Mr. Koron has been served.
They told me that Mr. Karan will appear. Whether he has been signed or not, I. This was served.
Hmm. Mr. Mahata is here. Mr. Mahata? Mr. Mahata has come. একটু পাস ওভার রাখো তো উনি আসে কিনা তুই আচ্ছা স্টেটের কে আছে অ্যাডভোকেট
কেউ আছেন?
ইউ আর দেয়ার পারসন প্লিজ কাম মিত্র আসো pursuant to order dated 13th May 2025 sorry, Mr. Indranath Mitra, learned advocate for the petitioner, submits that pursuant to order dated 13th May 2025, he has already served notice to Mr. Shirchanno Bandyopadhyay. He files a copy of that notice dated 16th May 2025. He submits that it has been informed to him that one Mr. Devopriyo Koron will appear in this matter. However, on call, none appears on behalf of the state. Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Kaji Sajjad Alam, learned advocate who usually appears on behalf of the state, is requested to appear in this matter. That the appointment of Mr. Mr. Alam be regularized by the concerned authority. Petitioner, learned advocate for the petitioner, is directed to serve copy of the petition along with its annexures to Mr. Alam, learned advocate for the state. Any direction was given to file affidavit? Will you be filing any affidavit to it?
After going through the.
Okay.
That's okay, it is not known to me.
List this matter. It's got a copy 2 weeks after vacation. I will not be there. 17th. আসুক তারপরে দেখবো ঠিক আছে 1 week after the vacation. Give a copy to him.
Three copies that we start talking the state. 2 copies at the state and 1 copy for the foreign.
Now Mr. Alam will conduct this course. Next.
Item number 37.
Number 2.
Remember, on last Wednesday, as the last matter, this was taken up. It involves that small question, reasoned order being passed under a rule which is already repealed.
I am handing over the report, my lord.
Lordship may straight away come to page 116. This reasoned order is
The prediction of the report, my lord. In order, I will pass, my lord. Page 116 of the.
Let us first hear him.
this is the reasoned order. In the last three paras, actually, Lordship, may I place the last three paras? Whereas the Ferighat is managed and controlled by the Murshidabad Jiaganj Panchayat Samiti and Ortho Sangstha Unnayan o Porikalpona Sthai Samiti of the Panchayat Samiti had taken a resolution dated 30th of November 2023 regarding non-payment of any compensation to the petitioner in the interest of Panchayat Samiti, as the leaseholder had to incur necessary capital and expenditure in the interest of his business, as well as recurring expenses for the 2 months period of time for which the ferryghat was in his possession. And whereas the block development officer, being the executive officer of the Panchayat Samiti, is responsible for taking necessary action on the decision arrived at in the meetings of the Panchayat Samiti in terms of sub-rule 1 of rule 3 of West Bengal Panchayat powers, functions and duties of executive officer and secretary of the Panchayat Samiti rules 1979. This rule has been repealed, Lordship, in 2008. This order has been passed in 2023. These,
So why this was disallowed?
these are because then I have to give a little context. It was an auction held for running the ferry ghat. I, being the second highest bidder, the highest bidder did not comply the conditions. I was given the lease. Already commenced the working of the ferry ghat. However, a third person came to High Court, alleging that certain anomalies have taken place in conducting the auction. He was given a right of hearing, and thereafter the work contract went to him. I came in a review application. The order in the review application is in page page 23, Lordship, dated 14th of September 2023. In the review application, Lordship has got it. Page 24, Lordship. First time the plea that I need to be compensated was taken up before Honorable Justice Amrita Sinha, and Lordship directed that the second line of that page 24, the review applicant seeks compensation on account of the losses suffered by him. It appears that the petitioner is yet to raise any demand before the BDO seeking compensation on account of the losses suffered by him. It will be open for the review applicant to file appropriate representation before the BDO along with all records in support of his claims of suffering huge losses.
This review arises out of WPA 12116.
Yes, Lord.
What is that order?
Order is also there. That order is dated 13/7/2022. It is also annexed in page number 57, Lordship. That was the original order.
You were the second lowest.
I was the
Yes,
second,
second bidder.
second highest.
Second.
Because the highest bidder did not comply with the terms, I was given. And I was, my activities commenced. Thereafter, after 2 months, the work contract got cancelled after the decision by the Panchayat Shamiti.
Writ petition was disposed of, allowing the parties whosoever give the highest money, he will be allowed.
And the writ petition, in that writ petition, he gave the highest money.
So your bid was cancelled.
Yes, my my contract was cancelled, and since I had already put 2 months of service, I had incurred costs. In the review application, I took up this point for the first time, and Honorable Justice Sinha gave me liberty to approach the.
Okay.
After hearing all the parties, my lord, past pleading order. That is my lord, page 23.
This one's taking action.
The expenses for his interest, my lord, to running the said ferry ghat.
But the application has not been disposed of in accordance with law.
Completely not in accordance with law.
Where is that act repealing provision?
Rashid, we take the last page.
I need to know.
This is
Please,
West
take it
Bengal
up.
Panchayat Shamiti
45
Administration
open
Rules of 2008.
Chapter
May take the last
notification. Notification.
notification is from which date it comes into operation, 2008 rules. And in last page, I have annexed the repealing rule.
Repealing for the West Bengal Panchayat powers also. The West Bengal Panchayat.
On coming into force of these rules, West Bengal Panchayat powers, functions and duties of executive officer and the secretary of Panchayat Shamiti rules 1979. This is the rule under which the recent order has been passed. Let's can repeat.
3 rules were repealed
Yes.
by
The first one is I am concerned with the first one. My recent order has been passed under this rule, 1979,
84 and 64.
by the 2008.
With effect from which date?
With effect from that is given in the notification. Third page. First filter. From whereas the draft rules, namely such and such, was published. V-Day notification dated 14th of February.
February, May.
West Bengal 2008, which will which is the date?
It has been notified in on 25th of November 2008.
The draft rules
This is the notification. Notification number
as was published,
4716
whereas
oblique PN oblique O oblique I oblique PR 6 of
it is not
04
all.
dated 25th of November 2008.
See, the notification says that this is a draft rule calling for objections from the persons who are
Where
likely to be affected thereby within 30 days of publication. Just tell me when this particular
last
rules.
Lordship, if I may, now therefore, in exercise of the power conferred by subsection 1 of section 224 of the said act, the governor is pleased to hereby to make the following rules. The objections were called for on the previous occasions, but now by this notification,
Will come into force on the date of the final publication. Which is the date of final publication? Half up করে এরকম করে দিচ্ছে কেন? Which is the date of the final publication of these rules? See, preliminary paragraph 2, 1 short title and 2. It says that they shall come into force on the date of their final publication in official gazette. Where is the final publication? You have a copy?
I have just this copy which I have handed over to the.
You have a copy? এটা বলো যে পঞ্চায়েত সমিতি অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন রুলস 2008, you have a gazette notification, copy of the gazette notification?
At present, not with me, madam.
But they can say that it has been.
What have you stated in your report? Is the rules repealed or it is in existence? What have you stated?
There is no such whisper, my lord.
If the rule is not in existence, how could the block development officer consider his representation?
They consider, as per order of the Honorable High Court, my lord, they have considered.
Honorable High Court has not stated
No,
under
yes.
which rule he has to adjudicate the compensation. But the order of the block development says that it has adjudicated on some rules which is not in existence as per the petitioner. Can you produce the gazette notification tomorrow?
I may try, Lordship.
Give me the date at least. Which date the rules have come into operation?
And the pass order,
So
my
that
lord.
without seeing the gazette notification, if it is in existence, then the order is correct. If it is not in existence, then the order is incorrect. You cannot act on a repeal. Huh? কালকে এটা ওপরের দিকে রাখুন তো। Tomorrow?
After vacation, kindly.
Why after vacation? There is a small point. How many times you? এদিকে রেখে দিন। Bring the gazette notification tomorrow.
I have already filed my.
দেখো তো পঞ্চায়েত আমার এই পঞ্চায়েত রুলস দাও তো। Just a minute. That's Samiti Administration Rule 2008. পঞ্চায়েত সমিতি
application.
Dear 850. Yes. আসুন করে দেখিয়ে দিন একটু। This is the rules. It has come into effect on 28th November 2008. On the top of it, it is written. Correct? On the top of it. আসুন।
An order has been passed in November 2023.
This writ petition is filed. Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. The report filed by the state is also taken on record. You have served a copy? This writ petition is filed for cancelling and or quashing or setting aside of the order dated 30th November 2023 passed by respondent of block development officer is 6, passed by respondent number 6, block development officer Murshidabad Jiaganj block. The petitioner contains that where is the earlier order?
Earlier order is in page 57. Vash.
Contains that the petitioner participated in the public auction conducted by Murshidabad Jiaganj Panchayat Samiti in respect of Hulaspur Ferry Ghat. And was the successful bidder. However, the acceptance of the bid of the petitioner was challenged by the other participant. And by order passed in WPA, by order dated 13th July 2022, passed in WPA 12116 of 2022, the one Manilal Khan, he is the successful bidder now, has been declared as successful bidder. However, during such period, the petitioner incurred some expenses. And the petitioner filed a review petition before this honorable court, being review RVW number 179 of 2022, wherein the honorable court disposed of the review petition as follows. In the event, it appears again. Take a parties of the prayer of the petitioner was considered by the Block Development Officer Murshidabad Jiaganj Block on 30th November 2023, and the same was disallowed. Hence this writ petition. Mr. So-and-so, learned advocate for the petitioner, submits that the decision has been taken by respondent number 6 Block Development Officer on the basis of Panchayat Samiti, on the basis of Rule 3, Sub-Rule 1 of West Bengal Panchayat, within bracket, powers, functions and duties of the executive officer and the secretary of the Panchayat Samiti, bracket close, rules 1979. Now it will be under which act? Which rules?
This rule, Lordship, the West Bengal Panchayat Samiti Administration Rules
2008. Aki bolam, you taken basis, which has been repealed after the coming into force of West Bengal Panchayat, West Bengal Panchayat, our bracket, Panchayat Samiti Administration, bracket close, rules 2008. Hence, the order of the respondent number 6 is bad in law and should be set aside. Learned advocate for the state submits that in the event the order has been passed in the repealed provisions, the same should be sent back to the block development officer for fresh consideration. Upon it is found that the West Bengal Panchayat Samiti Administration Rules 2008 has come into force from 25th November 2008. Rule 99 of the Rules of 2008 clearly provides as follows. It quote করবেন Rule 99, repeal and savings. এই দেখুন এটা 954 এটা কোড করে দেবেন 954 এই দাগ দিয়ে দেবেন। On the date the order was passed by respondent number 6, that is on 30th November 2023, the West Bengal Panchayat within bracket powers, functions and duties of executive officer and the secretary of Panchayat Samiti, bracket close, rules 1979 was stood repealed. In view of the above, the impugned order dated 30th November 2023 passed by Block Development Respondent number 6 Block Development Officer Murshidabad Jiaganj Block is set aside. Para. Respondent number 6, who is ranked Block Development Officer, is directed to consider the representation of the petitioner afresh in terms of order passed by this court in review petition 179 of 2022 within a period of 6 weeks from date of this order, and dispose of the same by reasoned order in accordance with law. It is disposed of. সুরিত বাবু এই বইটা দিয়ে দেবেন। রিটার্নে গুলো কি হবে এখন দেখি কি অবস্থা হয়ে আছে, নামবো তো করে।
Item number 203.
I am appearing for the petitioner. But there was a direction by the Honorable Justice Kapoor for filing of report. I did
My lord, in
the allegation of
my lord,
illegal construction
Illegal construction.
in this matter,
of a pathway. Now, after admission of the writ petition, if you lordship kindly seize the order dated 6th of December 24. The Honorable Justice Kapoor has been pleased to direct
Non-appearance was in ঠিক আছে।
to serve the copy, direct us to serve the copy that has been done to Mr. Mahato and the matter to appear on December.
stated.
Where is the report? Report filed?
I have not reached the first time. After that, one day,
Lolit Mohan Mahata, my lord. I led by Mr. Lolit Mohan Mahata, my lord.
Yes.
Last occasion, your lordship directed to file a report. Report. Also, I have a report, my lord. Report has come, my lord.
I have also report. Let them file a report and a copy may be served
You
upon.
keep it with you. Now the court has appointed Mr. You are Mr.
I am. My name is Mohammad Hasanujaman. I led
So
by
you file
Mr.
report?
Lolit Mohan Mahato. Both are appointed by the Justice
You
Kapoor.
file your report?
Let them file report. And a copy may be given to me so that if required, I can file exception. If they support my case, my lord, I have nothing to say. Law will proceed in as per your lordship direction. Otherwise, I will be
This is my lord.
Who has made
This is the
construction of road?
report I am filing with your lord.
private respondent.
He has been served.
Yes, yes. Earlier, sir,
The respondent number.
your lordship kindly comes to page 31. That is my representation.
Oh, they were represented.
Yes. May I place my lord? Panchayat Pradhan and Inspector in charge, illegal construction of 1 shatak of land, being plot number 513, KL number 87, Mouja, Ramnagar, village Ramnagar,
Foreign.
by Shahidur Rahman Gaji. Now, this is the application, my lord. It is significant to mention here that the aforesaid person, Shahinur Rahman Gaji, is illegally constructing one shop room in respect of 1 shatak of land, and also, I'm sorry, and also approaching my land at tag number such and such. It is significant to mention here that without taking any sanction plan from the concerned authority, the aforesaid person, Shahinur Rahman Gaji, is illegally constructing this said shop room, which is required to be inspected and demolished, considering to be an illegal construction. Now,
It's a construction or a road? What they have?
that cannot be, my lord. Illegal construction cannot be, subject to correction from your lordship. Construction in the road, and also a part of the road has been constructed as a shop room by encroaching the road. Now, your lordship.
This is a public road or a private? You are using.
So,
They have made
and
construction
they-
over there.
And they have not, my lord, after that illegal construction, they are also trying to encroach my portion. That is my lord, representation. And very
So-
inappropriately, I paid before the authorities concerned to inspect and do the needful. Now, your lordship kindly peruse the report. I don't know what is the contents of the report.
No, kindly see this. I have copy. See this. আমি দিয়েছি।
Sir, ask the
Kindly come last page, my lord. Kindly come last page of the report, my lord, which I have filed just now. May I read it, my lord? Last para. উক্ত আব্দুল লতিফ সর্দার মৃত এর ওয়ারেশগণ 21 শতক জমির মধ্যে 11 শতক জমি এরশাদ আলী গাজী কে বিনাপনে দান করেন। সেজন্য মৃত আব্দুল লতিফ সর্দারের ওয়ারেশগণ বর্তমানে 10 শতক জমি পাইবে, কিন্তু আব্দুল লতিফ সর্দারের ওয়ারেশগণ 10 শতকের মধ্যে 6 শতক জমিতে দখলিকার আছে। বকরি 4 শতক জমিতে জিয়াদ আলী গাজীর ওই দিন ব্র্যাকেট মৃত পুত্র শাহিনুর জামান গাজী অত্র গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েতের অনুমোদন না লইয়া বা গৃহ নির্মাণের পারমিশন না লইয়া
File a
দোকান
report.
ঘর করিয়াছে, my lord।
File a report. The court has directed the state to file a report. Court has not directed the block development officer to forward the report of the Gram Panchayat. Now, the Gram Panchayat says something, you forward it to the court. What is the function there? Why the state has been directed?
Then, my
Will
lord,
you inquire
with
what is the facts of the case?
affidavit form will file, my lord, just take it, my lord, after
Whether
vacation,
it
my
is
lord।
affidavit or see the report,
Yes,
you
yes.
have just forwarded.
Only forward this copy
Then-
to the block development
The
officer,
order was passed.
which order
Correction. Your
received
lordship, the order
by
was passed
us,
on
my lord.
6th of December 24. We are in midst of 25.
Oh, you didn't file a report. Huh. State furnishes a letter of the block development officer, Bosirhat 1 Development Block, dated 16 December 2024, annexing the copy of the report submitted by Pradhan Pifa Gram Panchayat. By order dated 25th November 2024, the state was directed to file a report in the form of affidavit. However, no such affidavit in the form of, no such report in the form of affidavit has been filed this day. State is directed to file report in the form of affidavit in terms of order dated 25th November 2024. This matter 1 week after the vacation. You want to file a report in the form by the returnable date. Advance copy of the report such report be handed over to learned advocate for the petitioner.
As well as private. My lord,
Where were you?
What?
You are private respondent. You have encroached.
I did the copy of that.
You have encroached.
I have not enclosed. That's his allegation, my lord. I'll make my submission.
Give a
Well, then-
copy to both of them.
Matter,
After going through the
matter,
report, if you intend to file any exception, we'll pass order.
Yes, my lord, if the report supports my case, I will not file exception. I will pray.
Go through
before
that
your
report
lordship
and thereafter.
to proceed in
Make your
accordance with law.
Yes.
fix the matter after vacation.
1 week after the vacation.
Date may be fixed, my lord.
Date দিয়ে দিই।
16th June.
16th.
Item number 204.
ये ना आ जाएगा। Your for?
After the petition.
I am appearing on behalf of the state, my lord. I am appearing on behalf of the state, my lord. I am appearing through virtual mode in this matter.
Here, my lord, the allegation, my lord, is of unauthorized construction. But my lord, I must be candid to your lordship, my lord, though the private respondent was previously served, but at the time of mentioning he is not served. But I tell your lordship, my lord, here this issue of unauthorized construction was taken up before this honorable court in the earlier round of litigation. This honorable court, my lord, direct has been pleased to, my lord, direct at page number 24. Direct that this unauthorized construction allegation to be looked into by the Gram Panchayat. Page number 24.
এটা কি state private respondents have not been served?
My lord, private respondent at the time of after the mentioning is not served. Not served. But,
The affidavit of service.
if I just beseech your lordship, only one thing here. That of course, if your lordship desire, once again I'll serve and come back in that event. But
Very good.
before this
Earlier this was served.
earlier, my lord, I have been told, my lord, this has been served. But the affidavit of service should be there in your lordship. My advocate on record, the learned advocate on record says, my lord, it is already
Somnath. How many private respondents are
one-
there?
one.
Somnath
Yes.
0663. Private respondent and Pradhan. Pradhan is a party.
Yes.
Item delivered, correct? Pradhan is 0685. चलिए 0688 delivered.
But here, this they have been, my lord, given with the opportunity of hearing. There was a direction for spot inspection as well. So, my lord, that was done. And after, my lord, the order of this honorable court, earlier order of this honorable court, lordship at page 24. After that, my lord, sorry.
তোমার কালকে দেখো পৃষ্ঠে থাক চল tomorrow 205 is
Much.
serious as better
Tomorrow, man.
But it would be
Much obliged.
tomorrow
great.